Hello, guys, and welcome back to the Real Things podcast. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Thank you for making it here once again. Also, if you are new here, welcome. Well, guys, today I have an interesting topic, and this topic, a lot of people don't want to really talk about it, but we're gonna discuss today. We will have an open dialogue. Hit me down in the comment section and tell me if you agree or you disagree. So, the question for today is also the topic. Would you date or marry a broke person? Would you? Now, my take on this is, right? Here in the Caribbean, to be exact, in the West, we have a tendency in our culture, and that tendency is to settle for whatever you get until you get what you want. Now, do you realize how much that this generation of today is hardly getting married? Do you realize that the generation of today is having less and less children? I'm beginning to wonder if the mistakes that we made in the past and the sufferings of our past is now leading this generation to be woke, wise up, and start to live, explore a little bit more, and actually overall just wanting their freedom to choose, their freedom to be themselves, freedom to build upon their life financially, have their independence to be whatever it is that they want to be firstly before they dive into any serious commitment. Because look, when you have a relationship that is financially strained, it brings you so much turmoil, instability. You fight for nothing. You cannot hold simple conversations. Sometimes you would want to know why. Why is it that this other person who is supposed to be your significant other is hating upon you? I'm trying to actually lay out a map as to how it happens here. I would maybe about 90% or 95% of the times, that's just how the Caribbean life set layout. I mean, probably if you wouldn't have hardship, life wouldn't be named life. It wouldn't be life if you never have hardship and struggles. But the way how it is designed, it is as if financial strains have to be a thing. It is in the DNA of us. I think it's time that we do something for the generation going forward. Let them know say it is not okay to settle for less, to settle for anything or everything until they can get better. We need to quit and cut out that narrative, erase that narrative altogether, because it causes a lot of dismantlement when it comes to relationship, people being independent. And when I say independent, I mean being able to move freely, to not create strains. It's not okay to settle for any or everything. It is not. So you end up now finding a lot of fatherless children because the papa them run gone. They will leave when the strain gets too much. or the mother will have to leave because the father just can't carry the weight. So you end up with a generation of fatherless children. You don't wonder why crime rate is so high sometimes? This is the end product of these kind of narratives that we create and embed and encode in the genes of our generations. That it is okay to settle for anything. It is not okay. Let me just read something. I have something written here and I want to share it. Right? Financial stress. Money issues can be a significant source of stress in relationships. Dating or marrying someone who is financially unstable can lead to constant worry about meeting basic needs and financial obligations. Correct me if I'm wrong. Lack of stability. Financial stability often translates to instability in other areas of life. You see, a partner who is struggling financially may not have a stable career or even a stable living situation, which can impact your overall quality of life and future plans together. So you see what I was saying earlier. These are some of the reasons why you have a lot of broken relationship. You hear they say no money, no love. And these are some of the reasons. The instability, that not having the right resources. The instability that comes when you don't have like a stable career or stable living situation. It actually can impact everything going forward, future-wise. You understand? If your partner is broke, sorry to put it that way, but if you're dating somebody who is not financially stable, or you yourself is not financially stable, it may be challenging to actually pursue goals and dreams that actually requires financial resources. In a relationship, right, both partners ideally would contribute to, the relationship in various ways, financially, physically, morally. All right? Building a secure relationship together really often involves financial planning and stability. When you have a partner who is like not able to provide the level of security and stability needed for a long-term commitment, what do you think is going to happen? Headache on top of headache on top of headache. You will always have problems. So going forward, I believe and I would love to implore that we need to let this generation know it is not okay to settle for anything. Know your worth. Don't be afraid to explore. Because a lot of us back there from the olden days, what do they call it now? We weren't given the capacity. We never rear up that way. That's the word I'm looking for, rear. We weren't rear up that way. We wasn't grown up in that way. We didn't have the capacity mentally. It wasn't taught to us that we should explore. We are able to explore. Because back in the days, if you even skip a relation, even now, probably if you should like skip a relationship and say, no, I don't want that. I don't want this person. I don't want this. This is not what I want in my life. First thing, people is going to look on you and say, oh, she always changing partners. Oh, she always have another relationship every 3 years or every 2 years or every year she talking to somebody else. This is the mentality of us, and this is a narrative that we are creating, and it's bad. People should be able to choose what it is that they think that it is right for them. This generation going forward, it is not okay to settle for every and anything. Know your worth. Understand what it takes to the building blocks, the necessities that you need, or the building blocks that you need for a healthy relationship, whether it's romantic, whether it's a work relationship, a business partner relationship, whatever it is. And these building blocks are finance, open communication, proper planning, and learning how to execute, knowing when to walk away, drop it and move, because this is not healthy. This is not gonna lead to any kind of goodness. This is not gonna help you to build you in any way. Drop it and leave. Thank you guys for listening to the podcast today, and I hope that we can discuss. I hope that we can have an open dialogue in the comment section. Feel free to say what your thoughts are on this, my topic today. Thank you once again for listening to the Real Things podcast, and come back on the next episode where we will discuss life's burning issues. Goodbye.